Ben, New Future folks, a draw, finally a draw.
Absolutely, Mark. It was a big relief when Fields came out yesterday to see him draw 5 or anything inside 10. He's had 4 starts. He's drawn 14 of 14, 10 of 10, and 12 of 14. So, hopefully for him, it's 4th time lucky.
His last start, his last little bit was very good. He was certainly closing on them.
He was a really good run. We had to take our medicine to an extent from the draw. We're just going to be caught wide, forcing an issue and facing the breeze to end up any closer than we did. So, albeit he had to settle for 6. There was a really good effort, and feels like he's kept his good form. Obviously, 2 seconds from 3 starts. He noted he's got the ability. On top of that, he's trialled really well in between. So hopefully, he can break through Sunday.
That trial, he beat Invincible Sage and looked to be doing it really easily too.
Yeah, he felt to. It felt really nice. Or he felt as good as it would have looked. He's always possessed really nice talent. Even from the first time I galloped him on the grass, it was the first time I did put my leg over him. He's always felt to have really nice ability. So obviously it's only a trial, and on the all-weather track, and to beat Invincible Sage though still gives us confidence that saying that that I'm sure he would have. He's done it race day, so our bloke still has to do that. Invincible Sage ran really well in the Group 2 sprint last Sunday, so I think if our guy can turn up and run to his trial, it makes him probably the horse to beat.
Blinkers on in barrier 5. Would you like to lead if you can now you've got this good draw?
For sure. I think it'd just be riding him where he's happy. He's obviously ran second sitting 3 pairs back, second sitting last, and obviously trialled really well leading. So providing he steps well, I think it'll give us a lot of options. And from a nice draw, we can just ride him where he's happy, but would not be complaining if we were in front leading.
Top off a good week for you, a close second on Wednesday night with Kuru Magic and a licence extension until the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be a great end of the week. Obviously very fortunate to be given the extension at the end of the season by the Jockey Club. We're very grateful. So hopefully we can finish the week with a winner would be perfect.
Matthew, first race day ride on Off-Road Master, but you've ridden the horse in plenty of trials.
Yes, he needed some time just to get going and to build up some confidence and just mature a bit. His first one was pretty good, so we'll see what he can do.
Switches across to the all-weather. Did he find the all-weather surface to his liking?
He seemed to handle it in his trials, so we thought it was a race he could try out, so we're just rolling the dice really and see what he comes up with.
Nice draw and a bit of speed in the race. Can you take advantage of barrier number 1 and maybe follow those early leaders?
It'd be nice too. He seemed to jump well in his trials, so if there's a frantic pace, we can just set off them and see what he's got late.
Andrea, 3 runs back this time in and 2 very close seconds amongst them.
Yeah, no, he's been very consistent. He obviously ran well again the last day. Actually, when I hit the front, I thought he was going to come and win the race, and obviously the horse on the inside got me late, but won quite closely. So he's stepping up in trip, which I think will suit him. We could have done with a better draw.
Yeah, barrier number 13. What are your options from out there?
I'll have to speak to Ricky, see what he wants me to do. He's obviously stepping up to a mile. I think he's a horse that, when you actually ride him, he travels like a 7 horse, and so he's not a slow horse. But when you let him down, it feels like a horse that obviously is ready to step up to a mile. So we'll have to see what happens from that gate. He's a horse that ideally needs a little bit of cover, getting behind something and sort of riding to finish, especially up to a mile. But I'll have to speak to Ricky, see what he wants me to do from that draw.
Vincent, Karma comes out of the 1,800 metre group race last time. That looked a weird race. Was it a weird race to ride in?
Yeah, I think it's not easy for him. Of course, also with the handicap, but he's a decent horse, and I think back in the mile he will perform. But even 1,800, I didn't feel like it was a problem. But no, it was not the easiest race, I would say. Yeah.
It was very stop-start. They went slow and then took off halfway, didn't they? Which that didn't help him at all.
No, I don't think so. So it's quite difficult. Even the one I rode on Sasa as well. So it wasn't too easy, especially from the back. It won't be easy. Yeah.
He's such a big horse, but a 6-year-old. Is he still learning what this racing cape is all about?
Yeah, I think so. He's still, need time to be more mature mentally, of course. But no, it's still don't know what his limit is. So he's just keep improving.
Why draw? Does that matter with a horse like him because he seems to only like to get back and run on?
Of course, it's not the most ideal, but it is what it is, and let's see how the race pan out. Hopefully, he always come from the back, but it's not really necessary to be too far back.
There is a few noted leaders in the race, so the pace does look good in this race.
Yeah, hopefully, as the paper said as well. So let's see how the speed come along in the race.
Zach, Savvy Brilliant has certainly taken the step up to the 1200 very well.
He has. He's not getting the start right though, which is a concern. He's been lucky. He's been in 2 races where they've run along and it's set it up for him and helped him. But if he gets in a race where they go standard speed, it's going to make it hard for himself. So he needs to sort himself out.
So barrier number 3 might not be ideal if he gets the start wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what barrier he's coming out of at the moment. He's coming out really awkwardly and really slowly, and he's actually getting worse, which is a bit of a concern. So, yeah, I don't know how we're going to fix that.
Outside of his barrier manners, did he come on well between those 2 runs?
He's improving all the time, and his last win was very good. He had to make up a lot of ground, and I thought he was quite strong through the line. So, fitness-wise, he's going the right way, and he's going to need to going up in the ratings again.